The purpose of your visit is not consistent with a temporary stay, given the details you have provided in your application. These are the things we see in rejection letters. And I've made a video previously on how to respond to IRCC when your visa is denied or rejected. This is the second video for one of my other clients. So I'll be reading to you on how to address a visa rejection step by step, bit by bit. So share, like, hit the notification button, let people know that something good is happening here. So in case you have been rejected, I'll consider each of the rejection issues one by one. So watch and sit back, watch if you want to know how to apply for how to write your letter of explanation when you are rejected. So there are different points or different refusal reasons that I'm going to consider in this letter. So how do you start? As usual, you said to the High Commission of Canada, Abuja, Lagos, wherever you are in the world, and then you put it. Then you write a letter. You now put a subject heading. Subject: request to reconsider the visa application and grant study visa for Canada. Number 1, dear High Commissioner, I, Miss dash 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 dash, I feel grateful to receive another chance to present my overall personality before you for your considerate assessment. I am writing this application following the refusal letter that I got against my former application. You now put the UCI number, maybe in brackets, the unique client identifier, and your application number, then close the brackets. With an immense penchant for acquiring in-depth and global knowledge in construction project management, put your course, whatever it is. I applied for admission into the meritorious, put the name of your college, and then put a full stop. From college, I received the letter of acceptance after I applied for a study visa, then the provincial attestation letter, as the case may be. However, the visa authorities did not find my candidature worthy enough to grant me study visa for Canada. Are you getting bored already? Don't go anywhere because there are valuable information here. All right. Hence, they refused my application on a couple of grounds. In the following, I have taken this one-off opportunity to provide justification for every refusal ground mentioned in the refusal letter, and hope that this time my visa application will be approved and I will get my much needed study visa for Canada. Now, this letter got a visa approval after it was denied. So this is a reapplication letter in case you're just watching or you fast forwarded. So what is the first refusal ground? The first refusal ground was the purpose of your visit to Canada is not consistent with a temporary stay, given the details you have provided in your application. So how did you respond? You responded by writing ties to home country, family ties, or familiar ties. I have a very deep connection with my family in Kenya, in India, wherever your country is. We are a family of 8, 9, 10, put the number. That includes my father, mother, 3 brothers, 2 sisters, 10 uncles, wherever it is. Then the next point, my father, Mr. Lagbaja, and my mother, Mrs. Lagbaja, both are entrepreneurs. My elder brother, this works as an IT project manager. And my second brother, Mr. This, is an engineer. And my younger brother is dash. Both of them work as this. So give the profile of your family, then go to the next point. My family is very close-knit, and we all love each other very much, as my parents are very old and they need constant care, which I provide for them. My parents have always stood by my side through thick and thin and motivated me to follow my aspirations the way they have always shown their support to me since my childhood. I want to give them all my support during such a crucial age of theirs. I wish to be their pillar of strength in every aspect, namely physical, emotional, and financial. Though I have other brothers and sisters as well who can look after our parents, however, I too have this desire to be of service to my parents who have always been there for me. I want to do my bit in contributing to their happiness by staying close to them. My parents are one of the prime reasons why I'm eager to get back put your country, to Kenya, to Nigeria, to Ghana, to Cameroon, after completing my studies in Canada. So you can see this, what I just read now, are family ties. The refusal reason was the purpose of your visit to Canada is not consistent with a temporary stay. So what they are saying is that you have not shown sufficient home ties. When they say, because they don't want you to go to Canada and stay, they want you to come back. So you must show them sufficient home ties. So the first home tie we showed was familiar ties. The next thing is professional ties. So I am taking a study leave from my current job at my father's company, which has granted me the same. The proof of my leave approval is enclosed herewith. After completing my education in Canada, I have to come back to Nigeria, I have to come back to Kenya, I have to come back to UK and rejoin my father's business in fulfillment of the bond I have signed with the organization. So you can have a document called a bond with your organization that shows that you're going to return, and you must show a study leave, you must show maybe a letter of commitment to return. All right? So that's what you do. Then also you can say in Kenya, there might not be many huge companies. However, the work culture is very sorted. I have the best time when I'm at work in Kenya, as I get to apply my ideas effectively and learn new things through the exposure that I get during my work schedule. Don't forget, we are still talking about professional ties. We have talked about family ties. Now this is professional ties. All of them are proving to the Canadian embassy that you are going to return when you go to Canada. Okay. The next thing you should do is, that we did here, is we now said the construction industry of Kenya or whatever country requires more advancement, and I believe that with the help of the knowledge and skills that I attain in Canada, I will become competent enough to contribute hugely to the industry of construction in the particular country. So you need to be able to prove to them that the course you are studying has relevance in your home country, and that's why your stay will be temporary, because you're going to return. Then again, to further prove our point, because my student applied for a course in project management, and so we already dealt with family ties to show that he's going to return, and we are dealing with professional ties. Then again, see the points we highlighted. We said Canada is already a developed country and does not need my skills for its furtherance, as it has enough highly proficient individuals under its belt. You know, I'm reading here, so my face is just twisting. Hence, I want to be conducive to my home country, or I want to be relevant to my home country, and which is whatever country, which is a developing nation that needs more growth. So there is a comparison between your home country and Canada, and you're trying to tell them that, hey, Canada, when the visa officer is reading it, you just know, this guy knows what he's doing. Canada is a more developed nation. My country is a developing nation, or a least developed nation, so they need my skills more. So you've been able to prove that professionally you are going to return. Then the last paragraph is, I have a long-term goal of transforming the education standard of Kenya, Ghana, Cameroon, whatever country you are, and expanding the opportunities for practical learning as much as possible. So in order to bring my goal to fruition, I have to be in Kenya, in Ghana, in Nigeria, which is why I will return to my native country most definitely as soon as my education in Canada comes to an end. So we have been able to, with this letter, we'll be able to prove to the Canadian embassy that our stay will not be temporary based on the refusal letter. So for the want of time, I'm going to address the next issue, the next refusal reason, which is your assets and financial situation are insufficient to support the stated purpose of your travel for yourself or any accompanying family member. So I will address that in the next video. So just hit the notification button, like, subscribe, share, comment. If you have an issue, you want something, maybe there's a refusal reason you want me to just help you comment on, just comment. And if you need a copy of it, comment and say, send me a copy, then I'll be able to send a copy to you. All right. So until I come your way next time, I'll do a review for the next refusal reason. I'll be bringing them in series. Thank you.